So yeah, can I beat Ghostrunner without slowing down time and no abilities? Let's jump right into it. So for starters, holding the dash button allows you to slow down time to either dodge incoming attacks or help you when doing precise movement. That is why I'm banning it. I want to go fast. Another thing is, abilities can also somewhat slow down time when being used. So, 3 out of the 4 can slow down time, so I thought, you know what, just ban them all together. With all that being said, enjoy the first level, and of course, spoiler warnings, as I will be playing the entire game with these restrictions. Well, already we've hit a roadblock. In the first level, where it tries to teach you how to slow down time, whilst my original idea was, if I die, it may think I'm too stupid to get past and just let me just dash past the enemy. Nope. It didn't work. I tried many other different things, like skipping the entire area, skip the activation zone, which you couldn't really do. I don't know what I was thinking about that. And try and wear out the timer, which required me just to spam the dash button over and over again. But it didn't really work. All it did was just get rid of the visual filter that was on my game. So I went to my last option, which was, if I can't not let it slow down time and keep me there, then I will just not move. So it's just as if I just stopped midair. Well, you know what? A lot easier than it sounds. So I had to spam A and D, because if you press A or D for more than a second, you hit a trigger which tells you that you have to dash. Well, I don't really want to move out the way and dodge the bullet using the slow time and fail the challenge, so I had to very quickly and kind of precisely press A and D alternating, so that it didn't hit the trigger and that I kept in kind of the same place. I used the bullet in the man to kind of guide me, and eventually I did get past it. If you count that as a fail, fuck you. But now that is over, there shouldn't be anything else stopping me, right? Right. So I'll be doing a pacifist run. Now, fuck that. We're going to be killing them all, unless we can just skip right past them. Because I really want to just go very fast this run. Oh yeah, forgot to say, in this game you get upgrades. After every Cyber Void segment, or the ones that look kind of like Tron, you get abilities which change how the game is played. Either you can deflect, or you can get an extra dash, or even your dash is just on a quicker cooldown. Things like that, things that can kind of change how the way you play, but I'm just going to be equipping bullet deflection for now because you can break the game with it. So, the next thing to stop us is the ability tutorial segment! Yay! Why is it always the tutorials which ruin this game? As in these tutorials, our make us use our abilities, which we can't do, we're not allowed, it's kind of in the rules, it kind of says right there, no abilities. So yeah, I can't use my abilities. So I'm going to add a counter for every time in the tutorials we're forced to use the abilities, which will go there, and, well, technical failures will be what they're counted as. So, well, in the first part of this, I couldn't really find a way out of it. I was kind of forced to use the ability. But in the second area, I kind of kept going at it. I really wanted to skip and try not to use the abilities. And, well, I found a way around. I managed to just slide jump, and it worked. So, none for the second part of it, I guess. So, for the next part of this tutorial, I try to do the slide jump kind of thing, where you need to get the momentum from actually having room to slide and then jump, which I kind of didn't have. So unfortunately I had to use the ability here as well. So yeah, this run's going really well. Already 2 technical failures. But for the 4th area, it's trying to teach me that I can go through bullets. I have deflect. So, well, it worked. And we're all together, you know, 2 out of 4. That's decent. That's at least half. That's 50%. I kind of did the test and just didn't study. Whoa, whoa, whoa there, buddy. That thing slows on time, which means we're not allowed to use them. But unfortunately, the game actually puts kill barriers until you pick up the abilities. So we're going to have to pick one up just to go through a couple of the fans. Which, funny enough, these fucking fans are placed in the most random places ever. Literally, some of them are just there, and you need to use a power-up just to go through one. We're going to try and go through with as little as I can, but I'm going to be counting them as technical failures every time I pick one up.
I cannot exist without
Entire clip is me spending about too much time just to find a route just so I don't have to use the power-up. Unfortunately, the exit is guarded by my #1 fan. And yeah, it took a lot of time for me to get past this. It took a lot of running, slide jumping, wall running. Like, it took a while, but eventually I did get it only to use 1 power-up, and yeah, that's add 1 to the counter. So I thought I might as well include this, as this is how, if you know the game mechanic, you can completely skip so much. I did a dash slide boost and managed to completely fucking skip this part. No time power up needed. Fuck you, I'm sick at this game. This is a shuriken power up, and it is almost in every level, and it allows you to temporarily shut down electrical things. So they're kind of important, you know, for a lot of the areas. And they don't even slow down time, so I'm going to allow them because, you know, they're kind of needed for a lot of the game. And there's not going to be a counter because, you know, they're needed. So, as I said near the start of the video, my right click is bound to dash. And usually hack is bound to right click, so you may ask yourself, why don't I just bind it hack to something else? As I have slide also attached to one of my mouse buttons, which I don't use because I press control. But I'm stubborn, so I decided I'm not going to go into my settings, and simply, I'm going to add it as an extra challenge. Can I beat Ghostrunner without slowing down time, using abilities, and not using hacks? Well, I'll spoil one of them for you. And oh, I kind of already technically failed the other 2. I got past all of the hacking sections, no problems, with just a few deaths, and that's go, onwards with the run. So for this one, let me just tell you it straight. It went amazingly well. I didn't use the ability once, as the ability is just used to have a slightly ranged attack, and also deflect bullets, which you can't usually deflect. So, yeah, as I already am a god at deflecting, as you guys can clearly see, it didn't really stop me. 0 to the counter. So yeah, there are bosses in this game, and they're kind of just all, well, pushovers. They're kind of the worst parts of this game, I find, as they're kind of the simple areas. Other than Mara, I don't mind Mara. I think she's a really fun boss. But to start off with, Tom and the second boss, which I don't know the name of, are really just boring and easy. So after killing that boss, we move on to the second area of the game, which is the city. And I'm gonna be honest, this is probably one of the best looking places in games in a while for me. And it really fits with the theming of this game. Like, I love this shit. It fucking makes everything look badass. But unfortunately, well, in the city it leads to more hacking, and now we have these walls which we have to hack, as we just kind of want to just turn them ever so slightly. It's really annoying, but to be honest, just with some more dash slide jumping and we're off. And now here we are, where I died a lot because it wants me to hack this wall and allow it to stop the sniper from tracking me. I'm stubborn though, so I decided I want to beat it by speeding it, and that didn't work! So instead I just tried avoiding it, and well, that worked instead. I was pissed. But this boss is the one I said that was a pushover. Literally all it is what I've been doing out through the entire game, which is just deflecting. So yeah, it's deflecting the boss. It's really easy, and you can beat this boss no matter what. I'm pretty sure in the speedrun they just skip this boss as well. So, I find that quite funny. Oh, and she's already dead. Now on to the next episode of How Much Can I Skip? For this, I can really easily skip the first part with only a handful of attempts. The second part with the same tactic, but I do try and jump on the sledge and fail miserably. And well, for the third one though, unfortunately, we are forced to use the ability because the jump is just a bit too far. But we'll continue with only adding one to the counter. Okay, I really want to talk about a really annoying part in this game, and these are these turrets. They are so fucking annoying. Who am I kidding? These fucking things are easy. They appear in like 2 levels, and you can just jump behind them. They're so easy. So instead, I'm going to move on to the spiders, which are really fun to play around, as they force you to speed up and kind of think at the same time, which, you know, thinking in a game where you have to go fast, that's a fucking game changer, bro. And I'm really happy these are in the game, but unfortunately they are only added really late into the game, and they're only really occasionally there. So I wish they were added more. I really like them, but they did cause me to rage a lot on my first playthrough. Now onto the 4th ability, but now wait, we have a short interlude with a bit of a cybervoid. Cybervoid? Cybervoid puzzle. Nothing much, just a little bit of some jumping. And now we're on to the 4th ability. I skipped the first part pretty much with an easy jump, but the other 2 parts are far too high and far too far, just so I can't jump to them, unfortunately. So adding 2 more, and there shouldn't be any more technical failures with this run. I think that's all the abilities done. Please, game, don't add anything else. Now we're on our way to Mara, and Mara is really annoying not being able to slow down time, as some of her attacks I found myself just being barely caught by them. I don't know whether this was just some frame like issues on my end, like my monitor, something like that. I just thought I was out of the way and just wasn't damaging. It's probably just me not paying attention, to be honest. That's all of it. That's the challenge done. So thanks for watching. Nope. We have the last level, and it is fucking impossible. I swear. These fucking balls target you. Like, come on. How are you supposed to do this without slowing down time? Oh, what? Never mind. Wait. Yeah, I just beat it without... that wasn't that bad. So, with the architect, kind of game ended. And that's the end of the game. Thanks for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this run. And, well, yeah. Have a good day.